How do you know who to take advice from? I think most of us really don't like to take advice. We want to know that our own inner guidance is sufficient to lead us through life toward what it is that we want to accomplish and who it is that we want to ultimately become. Years ago, when I was working in the mental health system as a mental health counselor, I came to a conclusion about who should be allowed to give advice to whom. And I came to that conclusion, and I'm not saying this unkindly or in judgment, but because I saw a lot of very unhappy people whose lives weren't working for them, even according to their own standards. And those people were counseling others in how to live their lives. So I developed a belief, which I still hold to now, which is only take advice from people who have a life that you would want to live. Because it seemed obvious to me then, as it surely does now, that if you or I take advice from someone, we will end up with what they have. Doesn't that just make so much sense? The logical end of following someone's instruction, their advice, is that we will end up with a life that looks just like theirs. Now, if you're even a tiny bit like me, and I think you are, you want to forge out your own way in life. You have dreams, aspirations, and for the most part, you don't feel that other people understand what it is that you really want to accomplish. People in our lives may have what they consider to be our best interests at heart. But again, if we look at their lives, the majority of people live just a certain way, don't they? They either do what previous generations have done, or sadly, they're just too afraid to step out of the current confines of what society deems a person should do with their life. When you really want your dreams to come true, you have to be your own best inner guidance. Because until you and I feel strong enough and confident enough about the direction we're taking in life, we just don't need to expose ourselves to other people who most likely would never pursue their dreams. We need to get steady within ourselves and have full conviction that we're going to follow our dreams no matter what anyone else says. And something very beautiful happens from that vantage point. When we know what we want and when we've made a decision, regardless of what does or doesn't happen, regardless of who does or does not agree with us, when we've made a decision that we're going to pursue what we know we're meant to have in life, from that solid vantage point, then we'll start to draw people onto us and circumstances that help us to accomplish what we've set out to do. When you really want your dreams to come true, at least initially when you start out on that journey of bringing your heart's desire to pass, in the beginning of the journey, you'll have to mostly rely on your own inner guidance. There's an old saying, guard your heart, because out of it come the issues of life. And that is a core pinnacle in whom we should allow to advise us. Because in our heart, we know what it is we're on this planet to do. And when we take advice from people who are not pursuing their own dreams, it ends up weakening us and tearing us down, even though most likely that wasn't their intent. There is a world within a world here on planet Earth. What I mean by that is when you know what you want when you're ready to pursue your dreams, that there's a world outside of the regular standard world where people come and go, where they work the proverbial 9 to 5. There's a world outside of that with people, resources, and possibilities and opportunities that you'll draw onto you if, in the beginning, you'll hold on to your dreams as the sacred possession that they truly are. Remember, my friend, that no one else in all of time will ever have the same dreams, capabilities, opportunities, gifts that you have. You are one of a kind. And although the greater system might try to wear you down and tell you that you need to do things as others do it, as the status quo, where they may tell you that you surely can't survive outside of the system, you can't make your own business work, you can't create your art and do well with it, or whatever your dreams and aspirations are. I'm here to tell you, and I promise you, that the naysayers are wrong. Let them take their own advice, but you don't have to. When you're solid in what you know you want, the whole other world within a world will open up onto you. And within that, you will have friends, colleagues, support, love, resources, and so much more that will help you easily along your path to bringing your dreams to a reality. And know that when you bring your dreams to pass, you are forging a way that has not been forged previously, which opens up doors of opportunity and avenues of progression for people that are yet to come. Your role is important. You are invaluable. You are one of a kind, and you are a blessing. Take advice from those who have what you want, and if they don't, just discard it because it doesn't apply to you. You are going where no one has gone before, and you will do what no one has yet done. Remember, you are very loved, and life has a path forged just for you.